All right, welcome back, class. Today we're going to talk about this worksheet entitled Plastic Money. So I don't believe I put the title on yours, so let's find the worksheet in our notebook and follow along as we go here, and pause the video at any time that you feel necessary to catch up or to go back over something. Number one asks us to plan a purchase of $500. What would you like to buy? So for all of us, this is obviously going to be different. We'd all spend $500 a little bit differently, but I am going to buy new tires for my vehicle, for Miss Jagley's Honda Odyssey. So new tires for Honda Odyssey. The four credit options. So we briefly talked about the different types of credit cards. So the current credit card that Miss Jagley and I have is a rewards card, and we get 2% back. So I am going to choose my rewards credit card, 2% cash back. And which credit card did you pick and why? I chose my rewards card because I get cash back on all purchases. Remember, the other type of cards that there were bank cards, and there's travel cards. Some people have a Southwest credit card to fly on Southwest that they earn miles instead. So those are different type of credit cards. We can talk more about them as this unit goes on, but for now we're just going to stick with that one, or you guys can put down whatever you'd like for those questions up there. Number one, underneath the discuss it section. Your credit card charges an annual percentage rate, APR. What does annual mean? So what does annual mean? That means per year. Number two, your credit card is billed to you monthly. How is the monthly bill different than an annual bill? So the monthly bill means that 1/12 of the annual interest rate, so APR, is charged to you per month, which means we are going to get monthly bills, whether that's electronic or paper bills. Number three, what does the credit card you have chosen charge you for a monthly percentage rate? And I'm not 100% sure, just to be honest, what mine is, because I pay off the balance every month, and so I'm not charged any interest, but I believe it's somewhere, the national average is probably right around 21%. So we're going to go with 21% for that one. Okay. Moving on to the second page, page 2, or the back side here. Using the original amount charged, $500, calculate the interest for 1 month. Okay, so to do this question, we have to first determine what is the APR divided by 12, because there's 12 months in a year. So what is the percentage that we're going to pay per month? So let's take our calculator. 21 divided by 12 is 1.75% per month. I guess we didn't need a calculator for that one. And now we're going to calculate the interest for the first month. So we purchased something for $500, and we're going to have to take interest of 1.75%. So we're going to move the decimal 2 to the left. So 0.0175 times 500. 0.0175 times 500. So we are going to have to pay $8.75 for the first month. So what is the balance after the interest? Well, we owe the bank $500, and now if we don't pay that off at the end of the month, we are going to owe them another $8.75 for a grand total of $508.75. Is again what we're going to owe the bank if we don't pay off the full $500 that we borrowed. Use the balance after interest. Calculate the minimum payment using 5%. So this is something we haven't talked a great deal about, but we are going to assume, because all of these credit cards have a minimum payment, so our minimum payment is going to be 5% of our balance. So right now our balance was $500, or excuse me, it's $508.75, and we're going to owe a minimum payment of 5% of that. So 0.05. That's how we write 5%, 0.05. So 0.05 times 508.75 gives us an amount of $25.44. I'm going to round here. So that is our minimum payment. Minimum payment. So you must pay at least that amount that first month. You must pay at least $25.44. And if you want to, you can pay exactly that. So we're going to assume that we pay the minimum because we have to. And so our new balance after 1 month, we owe $508.75. We're going to pay our minimum, $25.44. $508.75 minus $25.44, and we get $483.31 is going to be our new balance going into month 2. Keep in mind that you can pause this video if you guys need to catch up. You can also rewind it. But you should be filling in these in your notes as with me as we go here. So number 5, repeat steps 5 through 7 to create a table for your debt after each payment. Okay, so let's see, interest charge 0. This is the first start of the month before we even get a bill. So let's go back and fill in month 1. We found out that our interest charged was this $875 from number 2. So I'm going to write in $875. Our balance after interest is $508.75. Our minimum payment we said is $25.44. And then we're going to make that minimum payment, so we're going to subtract off that $25.44, and we got this answer $483.31. So now we're going to repeat. What is the amount of interest charged on $483.31? Well, we have to go back up here to number 1. That's that 0.0175. That's our monthly interest. So we take 483.31 times 0.0175. We get $8.46, so a little bit less. So our balance after interest, we have to add this $8.46 until this balance after payment is $483.31. So 483.31 plus 8.46. We get $491.77 is what we owe the bank after interest. We have to make a minimum payment of 5%. So let's find out 5% of this number, this $491.77, and 5% is $24.59. So 491.77 minus our minimum payment that we're going to make, $24.59, and we get 467.18. We need to find the interest on 467.18, so we're going to multiply it by 0.0175, and that is $8.18 if we round up. We need to add that on to the balance, 467.18 plus $8.18, 475.36. Our minimum payment is 5% of that, so $23.77, and I'm writing this little subtraction sign because the minimum payment knocks down the balance. So we're going to take 475.36 minus 23.77. Our new balance after month 3, 451.59. Okay, last one. 0.0175, 1.75% is once again our monthly APR times the balance to find out our interest. 451.59, $7.90. Add that to that 451.59 plus 7.9, 459.49. Minimum payment is 5% of that, $22.97. And then we have to take 459.49 minus 22.97. Okay, so after 4 months, we still owe $436.52. As you can see, when you buy something on a credit card, you don't pay off larger chunks of the balance or even the entire balance. That interest accrues and accrues, and you're fighting an uphill battle as you go. We are going to hold off on number 6, so we might come back to this in class, and I'm going to stop the video now. And like I said, you can make sure your notes are filled in. You can go back and watch it if you need to rewatch something, or you can ask me questions in our next session. Thanks.